Last week, managed to get hold of Native Instruments Maschine, which I've been salivating about ever since I saw the adverts come up after NAM. I used to use an MPC quite a lot, and obviously they're staples for hip-hop, and based on some of the originals like the SP1200, etc., etc. Drum machines go way, way back and have always been favourites of people. I took this to Moscow on a plane, and being a 3.5-hour flight, and I ran 2 batteries down playing with it because it's just so much fun. I haven't had so much fun with a bit of software for ages because there's an awful lot of stuff doing drums at the moment, but this has integrated it perfectly. The plug-in window here looks a little bit confusing, but once you understand really what's going on, it does actually make sense. So what we decided to do today was test it. We had a backing track where we weren't happy with the drum track, so we bounced the 2-track stereo file down and started having a look at this and see if we could do drums. So this is just the backing track that we have with no beats on it at all. Oh, pardon a few little bits. And within literally about half an hour, we programmed this in for it. So this is all machine. It's only coming out of 2 outputs at the moment. And it's going to swap pattern here. Now basically what machine is everyone's used to the pad controllers now and the ideas of drum machines being controlled like this. It's basically 8 independent drum machines. So that's our main one that I've set a whole series of sounds on, just the principal kits. This one is a preloaded kit from the library. A few bits of percussion. 1 clap just on another machine there that we did separately. An R&B kit and 2 clap programs. Both playing the same sample, one obviously with reverb on it. Now the thing that amazed me once we started using it is there are 3 main levels of a machine works under. You've got the individual sound, the group, in other words the bank that it lives on, the bank of pads that it lives on, so in other words that's the whole drum kit, and then the master, which is the whole machine. And there are 2 effects slots on every single level. So on this one, for example, on the snare drum, I've put just a simple reverb that I can show you more of there. But you'll notice none of the other sounds have got it on. Let's just drop it back to where it was there. You can apply effects then to that particular bank, and there's some brilliant limiters, compressors, distortions, all that kind of thing. And then you can even apply effects to the whole thing. So that's why, for example, we've got there. Now I'm just going to try and give you a demonstration of how quick this thing is to use when you're putting drum sounds in. And I'm actually going to completely blankly, on a blank machine here, try and put a cowbell in whilst it's actually still looping. The great thing is, even though that plug-in window is very informative, you don't even have to look at it. So I'm going to try and get one in by the time this second thing goes round. So here's both together. That's it. So I must admit, it's the first time I've ever agreed with an advertising tagline. You really can get lost in the flow with this thing. It's just great fun.